The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Second and 10. Get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use The back end of the end zone, the sidelines, is extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. And that's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle to Smith. 7 yards, the pickup there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 41 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Indy set to go on offense once more. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Edwards-Helaire. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Colts send out their punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Brown with a stick skills. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the...
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 16. Here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Burrow looking to pass. Pressure comes and down he goes. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 14 yards. And it also brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Now Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
from the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Marquise Brown, 50 yards. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands. And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him? Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they? And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a run is on here in this first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry. And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really... Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 56 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers open the lead up to 34-0. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take down all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
If he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. On 2nd down, here's the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Tucker with the extra point, and it is 42-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. I'll just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10.
26 Mike.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Gotta get the point. Get on the point right here. 34, right?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Let's go. Check safety. Check safety. Tight go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Back to throw again. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another 1st down at the Colts 26.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 90 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 3rd down, Burrow. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Complete. Jefferson the target. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll look to throw again. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Patch it. Patch it. That's the West. That's the West. That's the West. That's the West.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll buy some time right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jamar Chase as time expires in the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. All right, we will save the week one highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 4. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back, but boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that one extends. extend this big lead. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Here we go. Ready?
A gain of 6 brings up second and 8.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
Burrow on third down. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have to happen.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And pardon me, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all total. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's got Smith here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering. because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Let's go. Viking 18. 26.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So that drive of 4 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Indy set to go on offense once more. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now it's Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Check three. You go tight. You go tight. Check. Check. 36.
2nd and 4. Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Manning, he hits him in stride. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 12-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Tighten up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. From a yard out. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead will slow by 1-0. With the Steelers finding the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Come up the ball.
First down, here's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6
put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Let's get there. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. You.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Indy. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Burrow. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. Brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I'm going to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Burrow. And this will complete to Will Fuller.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Defense wins championships, baby. Check 15, check 15.
And Burrow going to throw again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check 13, check 13.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it. but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 30 on second down. Burrow. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Third and 2. Now Burrow. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he's out right at the 25. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession.
They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and a QB is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory Not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing again on second down.
Quick slant here to Smith.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. A final shot now for Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40.
And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive.